Football in the 21st century is a massive business. Matches are endlessly debated, with decisions being pored over and picked apart. Most contentious of all the discussions is the one centred on goal line technology. Was it a goal? Wasn't it a goal? And when will the referee and assistant linesman get new glasses? Football matters. But then, football has always mattered.
The Liverpool Echo, 26th of October 1889. Second football edition. Today's play, Everton versus Accrington. After an absence from home for 3 successive weeks, during which our popular association team have played 4 matches, in 9,000 and 10,000 spectators present when Geary put the ball in motion. Farmer put the ball in the way of the front division of the visitors. Everton made a grand onslaught and the ball was put through the posts, but the point was disallowed to the disgust of the spectators.
Football in England emerged out of the public schools, the game that we play. So it sort of made its way down the broad stairways of the stately homes of England, and it disappeared out the tradesman's entrance in 15 years. This is the posh boys' game, and it was mugged off them by the working class of Lancashire mostly. Of course, thousands, tens of thousands of football clubs emerged during that period from sort of 1875 to 1885-86 when the league first came into being. So you've got a country which is swarming with football clubs, some of which fancy themselves as becoming big and professional organisations.
Well, the story of Everton is the story of the development of the city of Liverpool. Originally they played local teams, and as the game itself developed and as the city developed, they went further afield.
Well, when they first came here, really it was just a field, and it was owned by 2 brothers who were brewers, the Orrell brothers. And John Holding, he took this field and put a little walled enclosure around it, and that wall still forms the boundary of the current main stand car park.
And the fans flocked to Anfield. They played a game every 2 or 3 nights.
And so you've got a situation whereby the game is becoming very popular. People are paying to watch it. And yet, and we all know this from playing on the street with our coats down, there's always disputes about whether the ball was in or whether it was out.
The game between Everton and Accrington ended 2-2, but the contentious disallowed goal was still a talking point the following week.
The goal shot by Latta, which Mr. Bentley would not allow, was a beauty. Mr. Bentley's reason for disallowing it was that he thought the ball went outside the uprights. Mr. Bentley had better provide himself with a pair of specs.
The pressure for the solution is the result of commercial expansion. If you're paying to go to watch a football match, you want to know when it is a goal and when it isn't. And when it gets important, whether you progress in the league, whether you win the title, whether you avoid relegation when the 2nd division came along, you want to know whether it's a goal or not.